Hi, this is just a little video about me talking about the PSP. The PSP I had really since 2008, right? But I had to re-buy it recently because the other PSP was faulty, the battery was faulty, the whole system was also I wouldn't start up properly, so like I had to eject games, take out game disc, re-eject them to see if they would work. I wouldn't work. It just the games just wouldn't process on that older PSP. But this is it was well, obviously they're all used now. It's a used PSP. This one works just fine, like with the battery, music as well. You can play games, work on it just well. Now again, PlayStation Portable. This is, I believe, it is the first portable PlayStation Sony handheld system, right? And again, guys, like, share, subscribe, guys, please. I share the video all over and comment for feedback. So yeah, so a Sony, this being the first handheld a Sony system, right? What was very unique about it is that you only have one directional button here. So you're only using one directional button on the left stick, the stick, only one stick. There's no right stick. There's only a left stick. So to move the camera, you would have to navigate these kind of like left trigger or right trigger or R1, L2, no, L1, R1. So you have to go like hold this to go left or hold the other one to go right, so on. So yeah, so it would kind of get annoying like when you're playing like, let's say, a third-person action adventure like Resistance, Retribution, or Ratchet and Clank, or Clank Secret Agent. You'd have to change the camera by holding these, press, and I'm not used to that. I'm used to the right stick, but there's no right stick. There is only the left stick on this, on most PSPs. So that takes a time to get used to. Also, too, this is the home button right here, right down here. Like the PlayStation button, so you just press it home. It takes you back right to the home page, like to the main UI. So another thing about the PSP too is that, again, very delicate, like the PS2. Like, so if you were to drop this, you could damage a lot of components in it, right? So it's very important. Like, I have a case for it, a protective case to hold it in, right? So if it was to drop, that case would protect it. But like, I remember a silver PSP I had, I dropped it. Or like it's one of the older black ones, the PSP 1000s. This is a PSP 2000, right? So second generation of PSP, or second version. The 1000 I dropped, and after I dropped, I turned it on, and it was kind of like a blank screen. It was playing, but it was a blank screen. You could actually hear it, so, but you couldn't see anything. So it's very important you protect the PSP, put it like in a case or so. And another thing like what that's delicate about it is, obviously, we have like these UMD disc. Obviously, they're micro disc, right? They're smaller disc than your average PS3, PS2, PS4 disc. Physical copies, or even a 360. They're tiny. Look at that. So this is obviously a case, the UMD case that's compatible with the PSP. You would open up the tray. You guys know, right? You would open this up and then I put the disc in this way. The disc slides in this way. These can break easily. The UMD cases, they're not strong, right? That's not our problem with the PSP games. And I had one game, it was a SOCOM. It was a SOCOM game. Oh, I dropped, damn it. It was a SOCOM game I had. The SOCOM game was the UMD case was actually damaged. My bad. The UMD case was damaged and the game wouldn't process. So you couldn't play the game. So I take care of this. I basically keep it like in the case all times. Keep it like in the case, the video game disc case, And I believe on eBay you can buy these, right? So if you use like some sort of, I don't know, like a little pin or whatever, you can open this up and take the actual disc out. This is just the case for the disc. Now, this is sensitive, it'll break easily, it'll snap easily. It's like a very it's like a stick basically. It's like a thin like a super thin stick, or like almost like ice. So like it'll break very easily. So yeah, the UMD case. Another interesting thing, obviously a charging cable, right? Now, what I love about it too is the hold. There's a hold mechanic, so if you hold this button down, well, slide it down. This is the power button or slider. So if you hold it down, it'll hold. So that will put the system on hold. So you can't press all the button inputs won't go through. So it's good for like if you're playing music and the music is in your pocket. Your playlist going, and in your pocket there's lots of buttons. It's gonna interfere with the music, right? So if you have it in hold, that won't happen. The music will just go through regardless. So yeah, you have that hold button and obviously the power button and everything on the main menu. Start, select, volume, brightness, that little square down there. Very interesting. Now, and the speakers here, the speakers. And the PSP wasn't the loudest. It's not the loudest system, right? Obviously, it's a portable console basically. But the speakers weren't that loud. Even with headphones, that's not that loud, right? At max volume. Now, I don't think that this can link up with wireless headphones, as this was before the time of wireless headphones. So, but the wired port is down here for the headphones, so you'd have to plug it in. You would have Wi-Fi, and this is This is another charger. So this is the thick USB port. You can plug into this into the wall or into your laptop, so you can actually connect it to your laptop, and through this you can download music to it. You can add songs to the file and download music. Basically, like what I love about it too is I kind of show you here quickly is the same menu like the PS3. It's the exact same menu, UI menu. Just slightly different settings. The settings are a bit different, right? Yeah, slightly different, settings. But again, what I love about the PSP is that you could play games on it without Wi-Fi. There's no Wi-Fi requirement now. With games are so advanced now in that, but the problem is that you need Wi-Fi to play it. So if you're at a bus stop or on a taxi or on a plane, you can't play the games on like most modern mobile games. But with this, there is no requirement to play. No, there's no Wi-Fi requirement to play the game. So it's just play the game. A Wi-Fi or not, you can just play the game, whichever game you want, as long as you have the disc, or sometimes you can even download it digitally, which is not recommended as this will run out of space quickly. And quickly about space, last little thing, we have like a memory chip, like a little memory chip goes in here, 1 to 8 gigabytes is gigabytes, so it's small space. But back in those days, games did not take up a lot of space, only in megabytes or kilobytes, small game space. But if you download them digitally, they will take up gigabytes. So the space will run out quickly, and it's very important to have the games. For some reason, if you have them on disc, they won't take up as much space. So yeah, I have the 4 gigabyte memory stick or chip. So that's it. The PSP, I have the blue PSP. This is the 2000, right? A slightly, thicker ring, like on the back of it. The ring is a bit thicker than the other one, the black one, and the silver one. The silver 3000 has a thinner ring. So, yeah, nice blue, like a metallic blue type color to it. It's shiny. I like it. Keep in mind, this is used. I bought this used. That's why the screen is like that, right? Screen is scratches, but it operates, functions great, like a brand new system, right? and it reminds you of PS3. It's basically a PS3, kind of like a portable PS3. So if you like PlayStation 3, you like this. And I don't have Wi-Fi on it, so I can't go on. But yeah, that's basically it, guys. Like, share, subscribe, the PSP system. And let me know, do you guys have this? You guys, what are your thoughts? Like, share, subscribe, feedback. Thank you.